and welcome to my channel, Align Training. Today I'm going to cover a very simple but effective exercise that will help you strengthen the muscles that support the pelvic floor. Now, I'm making this video because I have a lot of new followers with interest in pelvic floor support and alignment that increases pelvic floor support. So this simple yet effective exercise is going to help you hit both a little bit of alignment for your legs and lower body, and also activating those muscles that do help support the pelvic floor. So you're going to need a pillow and a yoga block, and of course a yoga mat or something comfortable over it, just like I have. So you're going to come to lay down on your back. And if you don't have a yoga block, that is fine. Just improvise and go ahead and practice with the pillow. But I'm going to grab the yoga block. Now you're going to place the yoga block in between the thighs, and the feet are at about hip width. And you want to make sure the outer edges of the feet are straight. Try not to point your toes outward. You don't want to do that. You want to put the toes forward, outer edges straight, to start to create that inner thigh tension. So immediately you're going to start to squeeze your inner thighs in towards the block. Now, if you were to grab it, you wouldn't be able to move that yoga block. So you're going to feel nice, strong tension buildup. Now, what you're feeling here is your inner thighs, and continue to hold. Do not let that tension go. It's an isometric hold. And then you're going to squeeze a little tighter and start to maybe press your ribs down, or start to press your core down a little bit. You're going to reach your hands up over your heart as if you were reaching towards something that was right over you. You're trying to grab it. And what this does is that it creates a lowering of your rib cage, which then lets you connect to your lower core. This continuation of thigh squeezing without being able to remove the block is going to activate very important stabilizers. Now you're going to practice a breath. It's going to be a deep inhale through the nose, and an exhale hissing. Through the teeth, you're going to inhale again. Exhale hissing. You're going to pull your chin in. You're going to reach a little more. You're going to squeeze a little bit more, and you're going to inhale. Exhale, hiss. And release. Now, you can practice this maybe 3 to 4 rounds, 5 to 6 breaths with that dragged out hiss. Now, you can practice also with a pillow, which in my opinion really lets me squeeze and activate my inner thigh and feel that deep transverse abdominis area and the lower pelvic floor. I like the block because the block is going to let you squeeze, and the block has that nice narrow stable surface that kind of lets you press into your alignment, lets you press your leg bones into it. But this will be a little bit more muscular, more muscular tension. So try it out, something small, something soft. You're gonna lay back down again. You're gonna place it in between the thighs, right? Now, you're going to inner spiral your thighs a little, inner spiral the thigh a little, outer edge is nice and straight, both feet. You're going to relax down. You're going to reach your hands up. You're going to squeeze. Once again, if you were to pull, you cannot pull the pillow. It's stable, it's stuck in there. All right, and then you're gonna do your hissing sound. You're gonna inhale, exhale. Pull those ribs down. Squeeze a little tighter. Reach as if you were reaching up, 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 up into something right over your heart. You're gonna inhale again. Practice for at least 2 more. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And then release. You can immediately feel the inner thigh. You can feel that deep lower core. You can feel your deep transverse. Now, the pelvic floor can be tight sometimes, but tightness can mean misalignment and instability of the legs that kind of pull your muscles everywhere and pulling one side, tightening the pubic area. So that's why you want to integrate that inner thigh tension towards the center and that little rotation that we did when we had the pillow and the block to help you align a little bit better the leg bones into your body. So this is just one of the many techniques that I use when it comes to pelvic floor stabilization, relaxation, and strengthening of the surrounding muscles that support your pelvic floor. Now, remember, the stronger the surrounding muscles are, the more you will get a nice lift into that pelvic floor and creating not just pelvic floor support, but also lower body health and stability. I hope you enjoy. Stick around for some more videos. Drop a comment if you have any questions or if you would like any requests. And you can check out the anatomy video where I explain this a little bit more. That's the one that's been bringing me a lot of new followers. So go ahead and check it out.